Alright guys, so I went to Dollar General and bought this jar. I thought it was just really cute. So, and it looks like it should hold all the wax for this candle. This is one of the glass candles that I found at
okay, you're gonna hear me say in the background.
Now, I've been watching some videos and stuff like that. So, I figured if I'm going to try and put this candle into this jar, I'd show y'all, and we can give it a try together. So, I've noticed the first thing we want to do, though, is get these out. So, go ahead and pull these out. And then, I have a, trouble. So, this is cat glue for his little nails. So, if for some reason it won't stick, because, sometimes it's still got sticky on it. If it didn't stick, I was going to put a little glue on it to stick it to the bottom. But looks like this is going to stick just fine. Okay. At least that one did. Now I've got a cat behind me rubbing on my legs. So, oh look, a piece broke off. So go ahead and place this in here. I think that'll, I want to move it over just a little bit more toward the middle. There. Alright. And then we'll get this last one out. Nope, look, the candle broke down. As soon as I took the wicks out, the candle broke down. That's funny. Okay, let's see. We'll put this one in here. Now, I'm wearing, you guys, I'm wearing a harness right now with an adjustable head thingy so I can have both my hands free. Works good in here, but not so much at the dumpsters. Oops. Okay. Nope, no, don't want to do that. Okay. Now, let me see. That looks like it'll be okay. Maybe I'll move this one back out a little more before I make sure it's firmly in place. There. Maybe move this one over here. Now, I know I don't have to put 3 wicks in this candle, but I kind of want to because I just don't want them to hang out. There. That looks about decent grouping-wise. Now, I see a lot of people just say, oh, well, I just put it one thing in the thingamajigger in the bag, but one whole thing, and I don't break it up. But I've seen other people say, well, I break it up, it melts faster. So we're going to take these pieces here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and try, not going to be hard, try to cut it up a little bit. Probably should be wearing gloves to do this because, I don't know if you've ever cut up a candle, but the wax, the feeling of wax on your hands, drives me nutty. Okay, so almost done. And so this is how I've seen some people do it. And it seems better this way. Because you got the bag to use as like a help pour type thing, like a little spout thingy. Okay, now I'm gonna put you up here for a second. Hopefully you don't see the dishes that need to get cleaned in my sink. My daughter is doing a spring clean on my house right now, so everything is out of place and needing to get washed and cleaned and whatnot. Now, it says, I've been seeing, you boil it, and, the bag trick seems to be easier. Now, this pot, oops, let me see. This pot here has the spout things, so if at some point I choose just to use a pot, then I will. But as you can see the red spray paint on this, it's a pot that I found at Bath & Body Works. Not Bath & Body Works, Bed Bath & Beyond. And I figure if I'm going to use a pot, this will probably be the pot that I want to get rid of or, use in case something happens. So right now what I'm doing is I've got it full of water and I'm just bringing the water to a boil. All right, now, okay. back over here. Okay, so we did not need the glue. Yay. Put this up. Spoon away. Okay, so I've got all of this in wax in here. So I'm going to go ahead and seal the bag closed. All right. Now, we just have to wait for the water to get to a boil.
So at this point, I'm just kind of debating because I'm really not a very patient person.
So we'll wait for the bag to the water to boil. Then we're going to submerge the bag in the boiling water. Let's see if we can go ahead and put the bag. Oh, and it fits too. Cool. So we're going to just put this in here like this. And we're going to wait for the candle to melt. And it looks like it's already starting to melt. So it looks like the water is actually hot enough now. And I think the fact that it's in pieces also helps make it go a little faster. So we're going to go ahead and melt the candle. I think I'm going to turn my temperature down just a little bit. So, see the bottom of the bag? I thought that was water, but it's actually the wax, which is great. It's exactly what we need. And I'm hoping this works out really good. If not, I'll have to find a different technique online to melt the wax. So, alright. Yeah, it's melting. Kind of seemed like a little water got into the bag, but as I'm watching it, I guess it's the actual wax. So, alright, we're melting, we're melting. Well, this is actually going a lot faster than I thought. I don't know if it's because of my stove or if it's because I broke those pieces up. I thought it'd go I thought it'd take a lot longer. But, I mean, it looks like more than half the candle's already melted. So, I think that's the key. Because I've watched people do the whole, melt the whole candle, just solid candle. And it doesn't seem to work out all that great. Like, it takes forever for it to melt. But, I think the key is to cut it into pieces. So this is what we can do now with our Bath and Body Works candles that we find. Now, I know that there's probably maybe like a little shard of glass here and there in this thing. But to get them out of the broken glass, what I do is I put them in the freezer. Someone showed me, or someone was telling me, if you put it in the freezer for just, like an hour or two, it should just pop right out of the glass so that you don't have to break the glass anymore. And then the candle's frozen. So then, with the candle being frozen, sorry guys. So with the candle being frozen, you should be able to just take a towel, which what I do is I take just this little towel right here and over the sink, and I just wipe off, over the sink in the bag, or mostly the bag. I just kind of do this, and I get all the glass off of it, all the little shards of glass and stuff. But, well, this is definitely going a lot faster than I thought it would. Look at that. The candle's almost completely burned down, or melted down. Okay, so we'll just give it a little bit more.
And if you're by yourself, no worries. Just follow after me. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip.
Because see, my thing was, is the reason why I started looking around trying to figure out how to do, what to do, you know, how to repurpose the candle, or basically like pot it, is, okay, so I got one candle, and this is it, and I broke the pieces up and put it in piece by piece, and all these, I had to put birthday candles in there because the wicks just disappeared when I lit them and burnt down fast. And I did this one after I just burnt one on my countertop on top of one of the lids that comes with it. You know, because the lids are always good. So I put it on the lid, then I burned it, and it went all over the lid, all over my countertop. So I had a big waxy mess. So I'm trying to find the best way to submit these candles to a new glass, because apparently you cannot burn them if they're not in something. So we're going to go ahead and just finish melting this down. I mean, it's gone pretty fast here, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but it has gone pretty fast. There's not a whole lot left to melt. So, kind of move it around. Get it broke up, because, you know, there's one big solid piece. So, I think if I kind of move it around, break the solid piece up into multiple little pieces, they might melt a little faster for us. And my water wasn't at a raging boil, as y'all saw. I just put it on the stove top and for maybe about 2 or 3 minutes prior to starting to film. So, wow. Okay. Well, this is going really good, guys. And it's melting a heck of a lot faster than I thought it would. The only reason why I think it's melting as fast as it is because I broke it into pieces before putting it in the bag. Now, had I broken the pieces down a little bit more, we probably would be completely melted at this point. So, maybe that's what we'll do next time. I'll do next time. But I figure if I'm going to do this for the first time, I might as well share it with you guys. So, wow, look. It's almost completely melted down. And the aroma, oh my God, the aroma that's coming off the stove is the aroma, I think, of what it's going to be when it burns, when the candle burns. Oh, it smells really good, guys. Okay, see, I don't know if you can see, it's breaking up more, it's melting more. Now the Ziploc baggie here is just a cheapie from Dollar General. But it was only like, the box of bags was only like $1. So I really don't, they're not like Ziploc baggies or heavy duty baggies. So I really don't want to leave the bag alone for too long. That's why I kind of am holding it, moving it around, because I don't want to lose the wax. That'd just be horrifying if I lost all that wax. So it's almost there. Now I'm thinking at this point we could probably go ahead and just pour, and then just throw those chunks in. No big deal, but I think I'm going to try and melt it down just a little bit more. I mean, this is coming along a lot faster and a lot better than what I thought it would, so. Okay. So we're close. I don't know if you guys can see, but we are close. Yes, there was 2 pieces in here, but there's only 1 now. Oop. So, we're getting there. We're almost there, guys. And I'll do another video, hopefully really soon, because I've got a lot of stuff that I need to get the red paint, this red spray paint off of. Now, if this works right, I'll just continue to leave this pot with the red spray paint on it and continue to melt the candles down this way. Ooh, the heat coming off that stove is outrageous. Okay, now it's starting to boil. the water's starting to boil, see? Which is kind of interesting because the water's now starting to boil and we're almost completely done melting this candle. Now, I guess that'd be good because if we had other candles to, to melt down, I do have one other jar that I could put another candle in. But I just wanted to give this a try real quick because it's been on my mind since last night. As I gotta try it, I gotta try it, I gotta try it. So I'm just kind of trying to get this last piece of wax to melt. But I think, you know what? I think we're just going to go ahead and call it. I turned the stove off. Nope. Oh, the bag is leaking, guys. Ow, ow, ow. I don't know if you can see, but I thought that was water coming out of it. And it's actually the bag's leaking. So that would explain why we don't want to use cheap bags. So, there we go. This really was not how I was expecting to pour the candle in. But, there we go. At least it's getting in there, right? Okay. And this piece right here, we're just going to go ahead and plop it in. Alright. Now, the bag ripped. I got candle all over my hand. So, yeah. Alright, so what I'll do is, I'm going to go ahead, I turn the water off. But it doesn't look like any candle leaked out of the bag in here. Or if it did, just a little bit. It's not that bad. But that's why we use a pan that we just don't care about. So, now what we'll do is, probably should have put something down on my cutting board, but that's okay because this cutting board, it's durable. I've got a scraper. I can scrape the wax off, and then we can go ahead and wash it off. I will fix the outsides of this candle, and then, yeah, so it should be done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place this candle in the fridge or the freezer. As you can see, it looks like it's starting to harden down here. So I'll put this candle in the fridge or freezer, one or the other. I'll let you know when I come back and give it a couple hours, and I'll come back on and show you what we've got and how it worked out. Okay, say hi, Trouble. Trouble, tell everybody hi. Dad came over here to bug Mom. Come over here to bug the mom. Okay, so anyway, it's been about 10 minutes. Took a plastic knife, did the up part, did this, scraped off up here on the inside of this rim out here and the outside. Now, I'm thinking I'm just going to leave that stuff on the inside because it will burn down. It will melt down into the candle when I start burning the candle. When I do start to burn the candle, of course, I will trim these so they burn a little more evenly and better. As you can see, there is shavings, and you can see it's not completely solid. As you can see, my finger's leaving imprints in it. I don't want to push too hard. But I'm going to put it back in the fridge for, I don't know, maybe, I mean, it's not wet, but it's not solid yet. But I'll go ahead and I'll put this back in the fridge for, I don't know, maybe about 15, 20 more minutes. Heck, I may forget about it and not take it out till tomorrow. But, got the lid. I'll put the lid on top of it. Of course, I'm not going to do that with it. I want it unlit in the fridge to help it cool. So, yeah, I made myself, took my Bath & Body Works candle, that with the broken glass, and melted it down and put it into a jar that I wanted to put it in, and it will burn perfectly like it would if it came in this. So there you go. So but I wanted to real quick give you an update. Yeah, it's a great little candle. So I might tomorrow try melting down a red candle that I have. and putting it into the other jar. I have a different jar. It doesn't have the word joy on it. It's just kind of a plain jar. But I will try and melt. I'm thinking I might melt that one down and do this tomorrow with that one. And if I do, I'll go ahead and record it as well. Because what I'll try and do then is, since these are the $1 storage bags, I'll see what happens if I double up on the bag and if I make the pieces smaller to make so that way we don't leak. But yeah, and see, we did leak on this, but see the red paint, I got it at Bath and Body Works. You can see the drops of paint from when I brought it over here. So I'll need to do all of it over here near the stove. But, you know, I mean, look, there's not a whole lot that fell out in the water, you know. I mean, it's very... yeah, there's not a whole lot that fell out in the water. So, but this right here, apparently boiling hot water will take the red paint off of the Bed Bath & Beyond stuff. So if you've got a pan from them like this one, just boil some water in it, and you can get the paint off the inside of it, and then it's very usable. Hold on, my hand's wet. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and try to ignore that right now. I'll try to talk a little louder. But anyway, so if you get a pan and it's on the inside, the spray paint, there we go. Just boil some water in it, and as you can see, it just bubbled up. You can see where there's a little bit of the pink candle that got in here. But when you look at that, and then you look at what we've got here, I mean, that's not bad to lose the little bit that we lost. So this is a candle that I did the bag, hot water, melt it down, pour it in. This candle was a flop. I cut the pieces up, put them in here, shoved them in here as hard as I could, and then tried to burn it, but they didn't burn correctly, so I put birthday candles in there to help it burn. I mean, it's been helping it burn, but as you can tell, like, from down here, it's not melted. It's just, I mean, I didn't even get the base thing all the way to the bottom. It was just real difficult, so I did this one incorrectly. As you can see, it's still all chunked up instead of having this nice flat surface where the liquid just filled in all the holes. So when I do burn this one and I cut these down, this should burn as if I bought it in this. This one, of course, as you can see, it burns over there, but I gotta wipe that off. But the birthday candles are here and here and here, and yeah, so, I mean, it melts the top, it does burn, and it does smell really good, but it's a pain. This one's more of a difficult, so, trial and error. So, this one, the error was I didn't melt the wax before I put it in here. So, that was a good learning lesson. This one, the error was I used the $1 storage bags, so when the wax melted, it started to leak a little out of the side. So we're going to try it next time with 2 of these bags, but I may just have to go for the big money Ziploc bags, the hefty-duty ones. So I'm going to put this back in the fridge so it can finish getting hard, and then I can use it. But I wish you guys could smell it. It smells awesome, and because the wax started to come out of the bag, I got it on my hands, and now my hands smell awesome. So this is the best thing I think we could do for, you know, getting those broken glass candles and getting them so that we can actually burn them, guys. So there we go. And so this is technically it's attempt number 2, but it's the first time I didn't just break the candle up, shove it into a thing, and then hope for the best. So I actually melted it down. And so far, this is the best one I've done out of the 2. I've only done 2 so far. So there you go. And I'll upload another video soon to show you what the 2-bag, using 2 of these bags does, if that helps it, or if we just need to go to the big money bags. But I will say this much. As you saw earlier, when this bag hole got into it, it was kind of on the bottom and on the side. So, you know how you can put frosting in bags and you can kind of, Ziploc bags and kind of pipe them out that way? That's what this wax kind of did. It kind of just gave itself its own little opening, so I was able to pour it in here with minimal spillage. It pretty much landed right where I wanted it to, except for a little bit right around this top when I was trying to figure it out because it was spilling. So, first pancake over here. This pancake, much, much better. We'll try pancake number 3 next time. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget that when we hit 100 subscribers, we will definitely have that contest. All right? Otherwise, I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.